I didn't know you cared. Oh. Like a spirit. The man who wrote this next song is an artist named Carl D. Rico. I just listened to this song that came out of my head. It's for Carl and your wife. I grew up in this small town about 20 miles inland. Remember, was in this dumpy two-story, two-family house next door to this gas station. And my mom, she was a secretary, and she worked downtown. And My pop, I remember she married my pop as soon as he got out of the army. They got married and she took that job. And my father, he worked a lot of different places. He worked in rug mill for a while. He drove a cab for a while. He was a guard down at the jail. For a while, I can remember when he worked down there, he used to always come home real pissed off, drunk, sit in the kitchen. At night, 9 o'clock, he used to shut off all the lights, every light in the house. He used to get real pissed off if me and my sister turned any of them on. He'd sit in the kitchen with a six-pack, cigarette. And my mom, she would set her hair, and then she would come downstairs and just turn on the TV and sit in the chair and watch TV till she fell asleep. And she'd get up the next morning and go to work again. And my pop, sometimes he went to bed, sometimes didn't. Sometimes he got up, sometimes he didn't get up. And I used to sleep upstairs. And I used to pull in the summertime when the weather got hot. I used to drag my mattress out the window and sleep on the roof next door to the gas station. And I watch these different guys. The station closed up at 1, and these guys, they be pulling in and pulling out all night long. They be meeting people there. They be ripping off down the highway. And since I was 16, me and my buddy, we got this car, and we started taking off. We used to take off down the beach, sleep on top of the beach houses. We used to spin up to the city, just walk around the streets all night long, until the cops would catch us in Port Authority, call our pops. My pop, he'd never come and get me. I remember he'd always sent my mother. Every time I got in trouble, my mother would come down. She'd always say, your father didn't even want to come. And I used to always have to go back home, and when I'd stand there in that driveway, afraid to go in the house, and I could see through the screen door, I could see the light on my pop's cigarette, and I can remember I just couldn't wait till I was old enough to take him out once. But he used to slick my hair back real tight, so we couldn't tell how long it was getting. He tried to sneak through the kitchen. The old man, he'd catch me every night, and he'd drag me back into that kitchen. He'd make me sit down at that table in the dark, and he would sit there telling me. And in the wintertime, he used to turn on the gas stove and close all the doors so it got real hot in there. And I remember just sitting in the dark and telling me. And I could always hear that voice. No matter how long I sat there, I could never ever see his face. We started talking about nothing much, how I was doing. Pretty soon, he asked me what I thought I was doing with myself. And we'd always end up screaming at each other. My mother, she'd always end up running in from the front room crying and trying to pull him off me, try to keep us from fighting with each other. And I'd always end up running out the back door, pulling away from him, running down the driveway, screaming at him, telling him how it was my life and I was gonna do what I wanted to do. It's a hard world to get a break in. All good things have been taken, but I lose ways to make certain these days Though I come dressed in rags, why will I saber someday, someday. You hear what I say? Man, I'm gonna make my certain. Ain't gonna be no more of my time spent sweating rent. Hear my command. I'm cutting loose, and there ain't no use in trying to hold me down. But sticking around, 'cause baby, it's my life, and I do what I want. It's my life, and I think what I want. Show me the love, hurt me sometimes. Someday the things you will find. I will. Girl, I will. I will, God, I know it. I will. Yeah. Women, lots of women with their fortune, and they just want to. And I will cry when I'm bleeding, I'm dry. Taking all I can get with no regrets. When I openly lie and live on with money, you can believe me that there's money out there, and you can believe you can't be no saints and complain. I'm gonna go on out now and take what's mine.